Yo, what is good? I just got countered my anime people. What is good, yo? Alright, let's get it out of the way real quick. This episode was pretty weird, and I thought it was going to have a much bigger impact, but seemingly it all just came down to give the frogs the freaking marshmallows, and everything will be alright. So, yeah, not the best episode, I will admit that. But with this show having a decent animation consistency, I was pretty happy that at least it looked pretty the whole time. Not to mention the character coming back definitely had me hopeful for something much more uh, gratifying and something much more earned, or at least see something grow on their relationship. I mean, sure, they probably see him more as the brother now, or brother, more as the older guy that's been saving people in the island a lot more consistent. But at the same time, he wants to be better than that guy, so of course he's just going to keep relentlessly grinding until he gets to that stage. Um, but yeah, to just know that there's so much that these guys can do, there's only so much that our main character can do when it comes down to actually wanting to help humans and stuff like that, which is funny. He really just doesn't care that much about overall human problems that have dragged themselves um, inside the new continent in Megalo or whatever it's called. So with that being said, it's obvious that whenever it comes down to something that is against his policy, he's going to try to stand against it, right? But lately, he's been more and more pulled into these problems and being so willing to actually help. It's kind of shocking people, but it seems like with this guy being the one who brought it up in the first place, the comparison of him and the guy that he was the pupil of, it's clear to me that whatever happens from here on out, we'll probably see a good change in just who or why people kind of contact him. Because from what I can tell, not a lot of people, doubt that he can get it done. When they come to him, they expect to get an outcome of, the right thing. And as you can see, regardless of how he gets it done, he will get it done in his own way, shape, or form. And that's just how he kind of gets down. And I appreciate that aspect about him. But at the same time, like I was saying, this was a very lackluster episode. And to think that they had the opportunity to actually um, further some story progression or add, some type of continuous problem would have been nice, but the only thing that really stuck out this week was a weird kid that can stretch out his arms really far and pretty much at least give our main character a reason to use a little bit more strength than he actually wanted to. And of course, instead of happening to actually body him, um, they all come to a truce and just eat marshmallows because, as we know, Zero went in the very beginning of the episode and bought an absolutely crap ton of marshmallows. I think simply for um, her to eat for like all times, pretty much. Because he asked what was for dinner, and I think she spent even all that money on those marshmallows in general. So that's another good reason why he actually needed to take a job. So he was really in no position to say no in this week's episode, as we saw. So I don't know. I laugh at these types of shows because not only do they want to have some type of comedy in there, they're not overly pushing the comedy. They're not forcing the comedy. It kind of just came with the show. And what is so weird about this island and not knowing anything about these monsters that actually have different lifestyles and different overall, genetics and stuff. That's why everybody is so curious and wants to come over. But at the same time, we know exactly why they can't come over because they'll get bodied by these things that they don't understand, which these frogs spitting out rocks from the water up to the air at such speed and force is actually ridiculote. And to see that, it was pretty hype. To know that our main character wasn't even really phased by that. He probably would have bodied them if he really wanted to, but that's just how it's been going in this show lately. Is he's so strong that either he can, go out and do the dirty work, or he can try to fix a lot of the stuff that seemingly is the problem without actually, causing any more access damage. So I really enjoy that aspect of our main character. Just the way he approaches things makes me feel a lot more enjoy the show than him just absolutely instantly bodying everything. Kind of like the first episode where he bodies the guy who eats the fruit, who was supposed to make him better and stronger and stuff. He still just instantly wipes him out with no effort. So that's the type of stuff that is really fun to watch and really fun and entertaining in my opinion. So I mean it is, but at the same time to change it up and actually have some different ways of shows, coming to their conclusions, it's also fine by me. Change it up as long as it's fun and actually works well and that people can enjoy it. Yeah, why not? But as I have seen with how people are reacting to this show, it seems like either the source material isn't as cut out to piece, or just because it has like a shonen tag on it, it's supposed to be more action packed or something. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you guys are hating and absolutely. I can understand like the pasting and like how this episode just ended up and nothing really happened and stuff. I can understand that aspect of disliking it. But I do want to hear what is the true census of hatred of everybody on this show. It seems like a lot of people are looking out for it just so they can either hate on it, or they're looking out for it so they can see what people's opinions on it so they can judge them. Because I saw someone getting blasted for his comments on his video, even though he was still saying he didn't really like the show. He was still getting blasted as if he was the man who is standing up for the show by himself. It's pretty wild, but regardless of the fact, hate doesn't make me stop watching a video or stop making videos. It doesn't deter me from anything but understanding just how desperate people are to make you feel like you need to be at their level, or you need to feel exactly how they feel, or you shouldn't feel anything at all. Like, I don't care. Like, there's no point of going at me like that if that's your end game goal, because it won't work. I just don't. You can't make me care that much to fall off of things. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I hope to talk to you guys in the next one. I apologize, this video came out a little bit later. For some reason, this show just um, usually comes out at a later time, and I think I caught it much quicker this time than I did last time, so I am getting better at these timings on these shows. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome one, and I will talk to you later. Oh my god, that was dirty. See if I can win. Nope. I'm gonna absolutely blast him real quick. Oh my god. Bye bye.